Hi guys and welcome back to my channel. My name is Caitlin if you guys are new, and today I'm going to be sharing with you all about the brand new 2023 Simply Organized Home Binder. Well, if you guys are new, my name is Caitlin and I blog over at thesimplyorganizedhome.com. And today I'm going to be sharing with you a brand new launch that I am putting out, and it is the Simply Organized Home Binder. Now, I have updated this. This is something that I have done in the past, but I've updated it and it actually matches the 2023 budget binder. I will leave a link to that down below, along with all of the other links to everything that's going on over on the blog and everywhere else, because I feel like this is just one of those, like, it's all over the place kind of things. So I'm going to walk you through, I'm going to take you over and walk you through the different pages that you're going to find to give you an idea of what you will find inside of this home binder. So there are actually 13 different categories, from cleaning and organizing to meal planning to health and fitness. You name it and it's in there. And it's all of the things that you can use to get your home organized. So let's jump in and take a look inside. Okay, I'm going to walk you guys through the 2023 Simply Organized Home Binder and just the different forms that you're going to find inside that you can use. So there are a few different cover options that if you're using one of those binders that has a sleeve in the front, you might choose to put that inside. There are several sections that have cover pages for each section. So this first one is the cleaning and organizing section. So in here you'll find forms for like cleaning tasks, if you want to separate those, kind of daily tasks, weekly tasks, and then monthly, quarterly, semi-annually, and annually tasks, just to kind of get an idea of what you should be doing. Here's a daily routines, so just to kind of give you an idea of what you should do in the morning, afternoon, and evening. There's a decluttering checklist that goes throughout your whole house and kind of declutters by category, so you can check things off as you get them done. The next form is a home improvements form. So this is just a form that you might choose to fill out to kind of pass along to the new homeowner if you're about to move, just to kind of give them an idea of the home improvements that you've made, or just for yourself if you choose to kind of keep a record of when things are done in your home. The next form is home maintenance, and it just kind of gives you an idea of what should be done monthly, quarterly, semi-annually, and annually in your home, and you can check those off on the month that you get them done. The next form is a house project planner. So if you like to do projects like our family does, you can kind of just fill this form out and get an idea of like when you want to start it, how much you want to spend, what you need to do to prep, and things you need to purchase, and then the steps you need to take. Here's a quick cleaning checklist. So this is just really quick if you need to clean your home really fast and you only have maybe an hour and a half to get through the entire house. Just a really quick checklist to mark off as you're going. If you want to fill out a weekly cleaning routine, this would be really good to kind of fill out and then slip inside of a page protector so you can mark it off with like a dry erase marker as you get things done, and then just start over fresh the next week. You could do the same thing with this one. This is just a weekly cleaning schedule. The next section is finances and budgeting. So this section kind of will have a few of the similar forms that you'll find in the 2023 budget binder, but it's more of just a sampling to give you an idea of that kit would be something that would be beneficial for you. So you'll find just the regular monthly budget form, the cash envelope form, the sinking funds form, a spending tracker, the irregular income form, the emergency fund tracker, an outstanding debts form, the yearly bill pay checklist, a yearly financial goals form, so you can kind of write down your goals for the year, your Christmas budget planner, and your vacation budget planner. Now, I'm not going to go into detail about these just because you can go and watch all of the information. I kind of talked you through every single one of these forms in the 2023 budget binder video, so I will leave a link for that down below. The next section is the family information section. So in here, you will find a form that kind of gives you an idea of family clothing sizes. So you can kind of just jot these down, maybe do a new one every 6 months for your family as your kids are growing, and that way you can kind of maybe even just snap a picture of these and keep them on your phone. So if you're out shopping for your kids, you know what sizes they're in, especially if you have lots of kids or maybe you're buying for grandkids. Here's just a family information, just to kind of have an overview of some important information that you might need to get to quickly. I've also included in this section the gift giving guide, which just gives you an idea of things that maybe if you're purchasing for a birthday or Christmas even, And then a party planner. So if you're planning a party for one of your kids or grandkids or a friend or family member, just a party planning sheet that you can use to kind of fill out and make sure that you're getting everything done. This babysitter's notes could be really helpful if you use babysitters, especially if you use a different babysitter from time to time. Just kind of have this filled out and leave it on the counter or maybe near the phone for a babysitter if they're coming to your house. School information, so you might want to print one of these for each one of your kids and your family so that you can kind of fill this out and know kind of all of the information about your kids' school and have all of that, you know, within arm's reach and at a glance all at once. Same thing for your pet information. You might want to know just about the vet and the groomer, the medications that they're on, and kind of keeping track of their vaccinations. The next section is the meal planning and recipe organization section. So this section is really cool because not only do you get meal planning information, you also get the entire recipe organization binder. So we'll walk through a little bit of that here in a second. So you're going to find lots of different printables that you might find helpful in this. Grocery lists, you have weekly meal plans. This is meal plan and a grocery list all in one page. There's a bi-weekly meal plan, so if you meal plan for 2 weeks, or if you meal plan for the entire month, this gives you a place to meal plan for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. There's a freezer inventory, and a fridge inventory, and a pantry inventory, if you want to keep track of all of that. And then you're going to get into just kind of lists that you can make for your family's favorite meals. So I find this so helpful. I use this every single week when I meal plan because I swear I can never remember some of the things that we've not had in a while. And so it's nice to just have, 30 or so meals kind of at a glance that you can pull from. And then here's family favorite desserts. And then you might want to write down recipes to try, things that maybe you found on Pinterest or in a recipe book that you want to try. You could just kind of jot down the name of the recipe and maybe where you found it. Maybe the cookbook that you found it on, or if you found it on a website, kind of just jot down some notes there. So they got one for main dishes and desserts. Now here gets into the recipe binder. So you can create an entire recipe binder or multiple recipe binders actually with the pages in this kit. And I have used them and loved them for years. There are title pages. There's a couple different options for title pages. And then I have a kitchen conversion chart, which I think is just so cute. I have, again, the family favorites. You might want to keep this in your recipe binder. And then you're going to have just all kinds of different dividers. There are literally dozens of dividers that you can choose from to divide your recipes into all kinds of different categories. I personally have one binder for my main dishes and appetizers and side dishes, and then one binder for all of my different desserts. Anything that's kind of sweet goes into its own binder. So I have lots of recipes like that. So this just gives you a sampling. There are literally dozens of those. So there's plenty for everybody. The next section is for the home. So this just is more home maintenance checklists. This gives you a vehicle maintenance log, so you can keep track of all of the maintenance that you do on your vehicles. So you might want to print one of those for each vehicle that your family owns. Here's another home maintenance. So this gives you just like your monthly, quarterly, semi-annually, and yearly tasks that should be done. And then we're getting into what could be some garden planning. Now, I don't have that separated in my binder, but you could definitely have this in a garden planning section, and I do have a garden planning cover. So you might have seasonal tasks that you want to complete for your garden. You might want to keep a seed inventory of the seeds that you have on hand, or like if you need to buy more during the end of the season. You might keep track of like your sowing tracker so that you can just write down what plant you're planting and when you planted it. And then there's a couple different options to kind of draw out your garden plan. This would be really helpful if you're doing crop rotation and you want to just kind of have one, just jot down the year down here of, what's your plan for 2023. And then if you keep that so that you're ready for 2024, so you can rotate your crops really easily and know and remember what you planted where. The next section is health and fitness. So in here, you're going to find kind of a daily food log. You might want to print one of these for each week, just if you're trying to keep track of your food intake. Sometimes just writing things down keeps us accountable. And it also has a section where you can track your water. The next one is for health and fitness. So this has exercise, sleep, food, and water intake. So you can track everything all in one page. And then the next one is just a medical information. So you might have your insurance information and your doctor's information, and then all of your kids' information as far as like medications and allergies and that kind of stuff. The last section is calendars and planners, and this also includes some goal setting pages as well. So there's a contact information. If you guys don't have one of those old school contact books like I have, you might want to choose to use this to write down different contact information for people where you keep addresses, especially for Christmas gifts or Christmas cards. You might want to keep this actually with your Christmas budget planner. That way you've got that together all in one place. There's a dates to remember birthdays and anniversaries throughout the year. Another one that has just a little bit more space. It's kind of on 2 pages, important dates. There's a password cheat sheet. I don't know about you, but I'm constantly forgetting my passwords, so this is just a place for you to jot them down to remember. There is a calendar for each month that is completely blank, so you can fill in the dates and then just have a place to jot things down. And it's blank for the year as well, so that way you guys can keep using this planner 2024, 2025, and beyond. There's just some basic checklists. There's a daily docket if you want to just plan your day out all in one page. There's monthly goal setting pages, and then there's weekly goals, kind of breaking them down. There's a to-do list. There's a week at a glance that kind of gives you an idea of just kind of an overview of maybe what your day might entail, your goals, your appointments, dinner, and just some notes. And then there's kind of a weekly plan that it's on 2 pages, so you can kind of separate your day by time, have some dinner ideas, important appointments. Everything is on here for you to remember. And finally, there are bucket lists. And so I have several different bucket lists. If you guys like to do bucket lists with your family, there are some printables in here for you to use. And then last but not least is the notes section. So there's just the blank notes page if you guys just want to add these in, maybe to the back of your binder, just so you have some places to just jot down some notes. And then you'll see that I have covers for several different sections. You can find out more about the 2023 Simply Organized Home Binder by clicking the link below, and there's even more information to share with you about what is inside and how to set yours up. Now, I'm also going to just give you guys a peek inside the also brand new Simply Organized Planner. So this also matches the budget binder and the home binder. So if you guys are all into the matchy things, then all of these things will go together perfectly. Now, this is just a simple planner, and I'm going to walk you through all the different pages that you'll find in here. It is a printable. You can buy this on its own if you're interested, or it comes bundled with, there's different options, whether you want the home binder and the planner, or the planner with the budget binder. You guys can just kind of get different bundles, and you save money when you bundle things together. So I'm just going to walk you through just a few of the pages in this planner so you can get an idea and a feel for how it's laid out. So this year I am also offering the Simply Organized Planner for 2023. This is a very simple and basic planner that is an add-on to the Simply Organized Home Binder or the Budget Binder, and you can kind of get it in a bundle or you can buy it on its own. You're definitely going to be printing on both sides, so make sure that you get some really good paper, thick paper, but it has a notes section. It has a calendar, like a 2-page spread calendar for each month. It has a weekly layout that has each day has its own section, and then the weekdays also have to-do lists. So if you're like me, this is how I like to plan, is kind of jot my appointments and, timely tasks in this section, but then make my to-do list in here so I know the other things that need to be done that day. You'll find that for each month of the year, that there's plenty of space for you to jot things down. You'll also see that for each month there is a notes section, so you might want to have a couple pages of notes just to jot things down. There's also for the year kind of a goals section that you can write down goals, more notes pages, and then you can even have a books I've read this year section, which I actually really love, so that I can remember the books that I've read this year. Sometimes I feel like I've not read very much, but then when I look back to see how many books I've actually read, it's way more than I always think it was. You'll also find a 2023 annual calendar and a 2024 annual calendar, just so that you can kind of look ahead. And then finally, you will find the future planning pages, which is on 2 pages. It's a spread for you to kind of plan ahead for 2024. I feel like this time of year, sometime around September, October, things start getting added to the calendar in the next year. And so it's really nice to have a place to jot those things down. Just have, like, if you know something's going to happen in January, just jot down the date and what's happening. That way you don't forget to add it to your planner for the next year. Well, I hope that you guys found this video helpful. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to leave a comment down below, or I will leave my email linked in the description box so that you guys can just shoot me an email with any questions that you might have. Well, that's all for me today. I hope that you guys have a wonderful day, and I will see you in my next video. Bye, guys.